I had really low expectations for this lens, and I'm actually really impressed by it. It is way sharper than I thought it would be. Time to say goodbye. I have no clue about the lyrics, but I said goodbye. I asked you on your YouTube community, and you guys thought that I should change from Peel Vlog to my regular name, which is Peter Lindgren, if you say it in American, but if you say it in Swedish, Peter Lindgren. So, welcome to the channel, if you haven't been here before, to my channel, to our community, I guess. Like, you want to be a part of it? Make sure you hit that subscribe button. But yeah, let's talk about the lens, shall we? Like, the first thing I want to say is that this lens is heavy, like really heavy. Okay, it's not that heavy, but it's heavy. It comes in at 645 grams, and you can feel that it's like, you could basically kill someone with this, probably just you. So the build quality of this lens feels way better than I actually thought it would be, because I thought it would feel like this cheap piece of gear, but it actually almost dropped it there. But it actually feels like a really solid lens, and the casing is made entirely out of metal, which gives it this really like good overall look, and it feels like it looks kind of professional actually. The design of the lens is really simple, and you don't have any like buttons or switches or anything like that. You only have the focus ring here with a like red ring that goes around the lens, which is kind of a nice touch because it looks kind of good. So due to the weight of the lens, it will be like a really front-heavy setup when you have it mounted to your camera, and probably would recommend you to buy the like battery grip if you're gonna use it for a longer period of time. Otherwise, your wrist will probably like actually feel kind of worn out at the end of the day, because it's gonna be like that, you know? The focus ring is made entirely out of metal, and this is something that I personally do not like, because this will get scratched so incredibly easy. It basically just have to be like one tiny piece of gravel, and then you put the lens down, and that is gonna leave a mark on the focus ring. And unfortunately, the focus ring is not precise or smooth when you turn it, because it kind of like jumps or nudges when you are choosing your focus, so it doesn't have this really smooth and precise focusing to it when you're using manual focus. It doesn't come with a weather sealing in the back, which is kind of a shame, because I think that having that weather sealing makes me feel more confident in using gear outside when like there's a light drizzle or like in dusty environments and stuff like that. But then again, it's not expected that the lens in this price range does have that. The focusing distance of the lens is 30 centimeters, which is not that far, but it's not that close either. But since it's such a like wide aperture, you can actually get some really like close-up shots with a really blurred out background. So what about the image performance then? Well, as I said in the beginning, you know, I'm actually really impressed by it. To be completely honest, I did think that this lens would be this like mediocre lens with kind of an okay image quality and okay bokeh and okay autofocus, but like when I tested this towards the 16 to 35, this is not only sharper, like this obliterates the 16 to 35 when it comes to image quality. I took the exact same shot with both lenses, and this lens is way sharper than the 16 to 35 at f4. And even when we stop this down to f1.4, it actually gives you a really sharp and nice looking image. When it comes to the bokeh, I do think that this lens gives you a really like nice looking blurred out background or foreground or whatever it is that you want to have. And it gives you a really like professional look to your images, especially if you're considering the price of this lens. The autofocus works okay, but it is definitely not on par with native Sony lenses or the Tamron 2875, which is really fast and smooth when focusing. But it did work with both IAF and animal IAF, but it's not a fast lens. So if you're like shooting a lot of fast moving things that is moving towards you, I don't know what that would be, but maybe your dog is running towards you and you know you want to take a load of photos and have that really tack sharp eye, then this lens is not for you. When it comes to the video performance of this lens, the autofocus is not working as smoothly as I think that a lens like this should be. Especially if you compare it to the 16-35, which has way smoother like focusing, and this kind of like jumps or like jitters into focus, you know, it steps like that, and doesn't have this like really smooth focus pull that you want from a lens. There's also no built-in stabilization into the lens, so this lens is not going to be a good lens for run and gun filmmaking. But I did try to shoot a small B-roll using nothing but this lens, and I do think it turned out quite okay. Personally, I would not use this lens as a video lens to shoot my events with, because I do think that 35 is a bit narrow, and I also do think that the autofocus is way too unreliable in video mode. If you're a photographer that is just starting out, or maybe you're on a budget, or maybe just want a lens with a wide aperture to get a really like nice blurred out background or foreground or ground, I don't know, then I gotta say, I do think that this is a really great option, and especially if you're doing like a lot of street photos or travel photos, but if you want a lens that is going to be good for both videos and photos, then this lens is not going to be for you. But if you want a lens that is going to be good for that, I would recommend you the Tamron 2875, because this is probably going to be the most versatile option for you that is out there. Alright, I'd love to hear your questions, your thoughts, and everything that you are wondering about the lens in the comments below. So please do drop a comment. And if you're interested in buying any of the camera gear that I use, then I put all the links to the products in the description below, so you can just browse through and then you can purchase something that you want to have, and then you support this channel, which is really appreciated. So thank you for that. If you liked the video, please do give it a thumbs up, because it does make a huge difference. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do that, because that'd be appreciated. Until next time, take care. I don't know, I do think that I got everything in this video. Did I? Yeah, I do think so. God damn it. Always with the glasses. Always, when I start, I always forgot to do things like fix the glasses. Oh yeah, I should put a timer. Look at that.